How important of a motivator is money for employee performance and retention? I'll tell you a story about a young man making a lot of money but was very unhappy. Hello, I'm Goldberg of Optimus Performance, bringing you practical tips and ideas on leadership, team development, and employee performance in the workplace. Just recently, I was hearing the story about somebody I know who's a young professional lawyer. It's his second job, and he's making a lot of money. He's working for a large firm, but the problem is he hates the job. He doesn't like the type of work he's doing, and especially the long hours. And this company expects their employees to give everything to the company. And in return, they give great rewards, both benefits, bonuses, and a salary. So it's easy for young professionals who want to start a family and who want to create a certain lifestyle to become dependent on those great salaries and benefits. And what happened was he was becoming more and more stressed about the performance expectations that were given to him in terms of billable hours. And this was causing him a lot of stress and forcing him to stay longer at work than he wanted to. The money wasn't enough. It came to the point where he became so unhappy that he sought out another job as a lawyer, but in a firm where he could have regular hours and not be pressured to put in those long hours and to force billable hours. Just before he was about to give notice, it was time for the annual performance reviews. And he met with his boss, and his boss, during the process of the review, asked him how he was feeling or how he liked the work that he was doing. And he replied, "Okay." And the boss found this a little strange. So rather than exploring it, he asked HR to meet with this person, with this employee, and to find out what was going on. At the same time, the company was prepared to give him a good salary increase plus a better performance bonus. But this wasn't enough for him. So when HR met him to talk about that issue and to also talk about the new salary or the increase, that's when he decided to give notice. And he let them know about the pressure of the job, the billable hours was something that he could no longer live with. So there's 2 points I want to make here. Not every employee is motivated by money. And this is where, as a leader, you need to get to understand who you're working with, what are their motivators. And don't expect everybody to be motivated by money or perhaps the same thing that you are. And in this case, the boss didn't really take the time to really understand what was behind the issue that the person brought up. He just put it off to HR to deal with. And so I always recommend, and in a lot of my videos, I talk about the importance of coaching and getting the pulse of your employee. And in fact, recently I published a video and an article with a worksheet on engagement and retention of employees. And I'll put a link to that because that would be a good way to understand what's motivating people and to really see if you could provide what they need. And in this case, the culture of the company is such, and I guess it's true for a lot of big law firms where they really push their employees to create these billable hours, and that's their culture. And this person didn't fit with the culture. So he had to seek out another job because it was just causing him stress. So it's really important that when you hire, or if you're an employee looking for a job, that there has to be alignment with values of the culture of the company, or the person's values have to align with the culture of the company. So again, better hiring, better retention, approaches, methods, understanding people, coaching them, and seeing if you can be flexible in terms of the type of culture you have and the expectations you have of the employees if you want to retain them. If not, then you replace them with somebody who does fit the company. So I hope this story gives you a little bit of an insight into different people's motivations and what you can do about it. Check out some of the other videos on the channel. There's one recommended for you now. Subscribe if you haven't already. Check out the blog section of my website for great articles that accompany this video. Also, I have downloadable worksheets and templates that you can get from my website or from Elikins, which is another platform I publish my material. Thank you for listening, and we'll talk again soon.